Hey, just wanted to make a quick video here. Hopefully this helps somebody, because I was scrambling for a long time. I had dropped a couple of these little exhaust manifold spacers, bolt spacers, down the turbo drain. And it took me a few hours and a couple of special tools to finally get them. Just wanted to show you what happened. These are it right there. First off, I built this tool. This was a flexible mirror and a telescoping magnet together, both bought from Harbor Freight. And I used my inspection camera to see what was going on. So we'll just snake it in there real quick. And I'll show you where I found them. So they were both in different locations. So I'll turn on the side camera setting and we'll just run it in there real quick. So right there we see the crankshaft. And one of them was on top of that crankshaft. If you just go in the hole and straight down, you know, you can see that little glint right down there, right? It's not shining right now. There's a little better. There we go. Okay, right there. That's the crankshaft, and one of them was stuck on that crankshaft. I think it's a crank, maybe it's a cam, but I think it's a crank, between the crank and that little tube. So snaking down there with the magnet, brought it back up, and the other one was really hard to figure out. It's kind of hidden. But we go under the truck. This is a 2011 model year, 6.7. If we go under this truck here, remove the lower oil pan, and right on top of this bit, let's see if I can grab the light. There's a shelf right there, and we can actually peek and see on the left side of that bolt is exactly where, see a little bit, see just a glimmer of that tube behind those two bolts, and there's the crankshaft that it was sitting on. It's right there, and one of them had fallen, so I just snaked the magnet up here, just right back in there. Grab the second one. You know, it's got areas all to the left and to the right that you should check if you ever drop something down the turbo drain, but it's going to go right to the back of this motor, and that's where you'll find your whatever you dropped, whether it's a bolt or a little washer or something. But don't just let it sit there, obviously, you know, so, 'cause that would be expensive if anything bad were to happen, like say it got pinned up on that crankshaft, you know, break whatever this tube is. I think the dipstick, the oil dipstick comes out of there, yeah. It's just a dipstick tube. But right on top of this shelf is where you'll find anything you drop down the turbo drain.